You're watching World News on Metro Globe Network live from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm Putri Emelli and here are tonight's top stories. Rescue teams on Monday worked to free people trapped by Malaysia's worst flooding in years after heavy rains stopped following more than 3 days of torrential downpours in the capital and around the country. At least 3 people were reported to have died as a result of the flooding. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, at least 208 people were killed, 52 remained missing, and 239 others were injured. Following the strongest typhoon to batter the Philippines this year, 52 people are still missing in several central towns and provinces. In other news, Gabriela Boric, a leftist millennial who rose to prominence during anti-government protests, won Chile's election on Sunday and was elected Chile's next president. And now some COVID-19 updates. Israeli ministers agreed to ban travel to the United States, Canada, and 8 other countries amid the rapid global spread of the Omicron variant. The 5th wave of the coronavirus pandemic, largely driven by the Omicron variant, continues spreading across the world, pushing some healthcare systems to the brink. In some places, government measures to control spread have been met with opposition by those who say they have had enough of lockdowns and mandates. U.S. President Joe Biden will address the United States about the matter on Tuesday. VOA's Arash Arabasadi has more. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping presented a united front after a video summit this week amid heightened tensions with the United States and the West. With Henry Ridgwell contributing, VOA senior diplomatic correspondent Cindy Sain reports. Up next on World News, Ukrainian forces are digging trenches in the front line as Russia amasses troops in their... And you're back on World News. Indonesia has beat Malaysia 4-1 to top Group B of the 2021 Asian Football Federation Championship, or the AFF Cup, on Sunday. Indonesia will face Singapore next in the semifinals. In an interview to a Singapore newspaper, Lianhe Jiaobao, Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai denied sexual assault involving a former top Communist Party official. Shifting gears, Ukrainian forces have dug into trenches near the country's border following reports of a buildup of military forces on the Russian side. After a month of closures due to technical problems and overcrowding, Afghanistan's passport department resumed issuing documents to its citizens on Sunday. Coming up in our top entertainment news tonight, Spider-Man No Way Home, Welcome back to World News. We have for you in our top entertainment news tonight. Hamilton cancels weekend shows due to COVID-19 breakthrough cases. Spidey net third best opening of all time with $253 million. And Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Lana Wachowski premiere The Matrix Resurrection at San Francisco's historic Castro Theater. That's it for World News tonight. Before we go, we're leaving you with scenes from Peru where scores of dogs dressed as Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus swayed their tiny tails in this year's Pet Noel contest in Lima. I'm Putri Emelli. Stay safe. Thanks for watching and good night.